Wake up, XRP holder. Flare is not a meme coin. It is sitting under 3 cents right now. With FXRP about to launch on Firelight, this tiny price could be a life changer for a small strategic position. Here's why. Flare Network is not another hype chain. It is a data-driven, EVM-compatible blockchain built for DeFi. Here's Hugo explaining FXRP on Firelight.
The co-founder and CEO of Flare. I'd like to introduce you to a product that I think will become one of the largest use cases for XRP over the next months and years. And that is the ability to stake your XRP, retain long-side exposure, and earn a yield. And the protocol is called Firelight, and it's powered by Flare. Firelight is a staking platform built on Flare by the highly experienced DeFi professionals at an entity called Centaura.
And why is XRP the best place to run this DeFi products on? Hugo explaining this.
Okay, so why are we building this for XRP? Why do we choose XRP? Well, I think we've seen that, the first thing is there's proven demand for staking on other networks. There's been Bitcoin staking through Babylon. There's been Ethereum staking through EigenLayer. But XRP has some unique characteristics in the market. It's really highly liquid, and a very liquid asset is very good for security because ultimately liquidity and security are quite related. And it's also very useful for the financial applications of staking. Third largest asset in the space, excluding Tether, which I don't think stablecoins, they don't quite count as decentralized assets. And critically, XRP doesn't have native staking, and it has a low cost of capital, which is highly attractive to both developers and users. So that's why we think XRP is of value as a staking asset, but we also think reflexively staking is of value to XRP and to the XRP ledger. It's clear that now is the time for XRP growth. As XRP grows and as more use cases come to the XRP ledger, more services are going to be needed. And what better asset to secure those services than XRP? Importantly, Firelight gives XRP holders the ability to earn yield on their XRP whilst remaining liquid and directional, but always being able to go back to XRP quickly.
And now, why Flare is a good blockchain to build this on.
So why Flare? Well, staking requires data and smart contracts, for which Flare is purpose-built. The bridging of XRP requires data. The slashing of stake with regards to secured services required data. Determining events in the external world with regards to financial use cases requires data. There couldn't really be a more perfect layer on which to build this product. Additionally, the downstream use of XRP LSTs requires a fully fleshed out DeFi ecosystem. As you may have followed, Flare has been diligently making putting in place all of the correct pieces to ensure that XRPFi, including Firelight staking, comes to a successful fruition on the network. So in summary, through Firelight on Flare, you'll be able to stake your XRP and earn a yield. Stakers will be able to receive a liquid stake token, which represents their staking position and can be used in DeFi. Staking opportunities span from infrastructure through subjective questions to complex financial products. Risk levels are always at the discretion of the user, and it's always simple to exit back to XRP. And now for something different.
FXRP is decentralized, over-collateralized version of XRP. When you stake it through Firelight, you get tradable tokens back that you can use, lend, or trade on DeFi while still earning staking rewards. That means your XRP works in 2 places at once. And here's the big news. August 5th, 2025, the SEC officially clarified that liquid staking tokens can be treated as receipts, not securities, when they meet certain criteria. That's a regulatory green light for banks, funds, and institutions to integrate them without the same fear of enforcement. But remember, this isn't a blanket pass for every token. It applies to those meeting specific conditions in the SEC statement. And this is Firelight posted this on X. and the institutions already moving in. Vivo Power, a NASDAQ-listed company, just announced it deploying $100 million in XRP tokens into Firelight. The plan? Earn yield in a compliant way and roll it back into more XRP, creating a compounding loop. This is what I want to do. Here's a video of Hugo giving everybody at Apex 2025 giving the news.
So today, I'm thrilled to announce that Flare has set up a definitive strategic partnership between Vivo Power and Flare to deploy $100 million in XRP for institutional yield generation on Flare. This is a major milestone, not just for Vivo Power, but for the broader XRP ecosystem. It marks the first major execution of Vivo Power's new corporate strategy and a powerful signal that XRP can play a central role in institutional treasury management. At the heart of this partnership is Flare's F-Asset system. It's a non-custodial protocol that allows XRP to be used in smart contract applications without compromising its native security. And this deployment is the first institutional scale validation of that. In many ways, it establishes Flare as this essential programmable utility layer for the XRP ecosystem. What makes this strategy especially powerful is that it's regenerative. Vivo Power will generate yield through protocols on Flare, like Firelight, and then reinvest that yield back into XRP. This creates a perpetually compounding, capital-efficient approach to managing treasury assets. Well, why Flare? Vivo Power did not take this decision lightly. It came after a rigorous evaluation of Flare's infrastructure that's been built specifically to meet institutional-grade standards for security, compliance, and performance. And it's not just about one protocol. Flare's broader DeFi ecosystem is ready for institutional scale. The launch of the USDT Zero stablecoin, for example, brought in over $90 million in new total value locked. Clear proof that the network can attract deep liquidity and real usage. To be clear, Flare is not a replacement for the XRP ledger. Instead, it complements it, extending XRP's utility into compliant, programmable, yield-generating finance. If you're an institution exploring how to bring digital assets like XRP into your treasury or yield strategy, we'd love to talk. I'll be around after this session. Come find me or a member of the Flare team, and let's explore what's possible together.
That is wonderful. The early testers are already reporting the bridge was smooth. FXRP showed up instantly. Use it with a small amount worked perfectly. This isn't vaporware. It's live infrastructure, real adoption, and regulatory clarity. Now zoom out. Tokenization of real-world assets, RWAs, could hit $80 trillion in the next 5 to 10 years. And even 1% of that flows into DeFi, that's $800 billion entering the space. XRPFi captures just 5% of that. You're looking at $40 billion flowing directly into this ecosystem. That's not just another market cap number, that's a jump that could multiply today's XRPFi size by over 100 times. And right now, Flare is traded under 3 cents. If we hit that 40 billion market cap and FXRP supply stays anywhere close to these current levels, we could see a price between $4 to $6 per Flare. That's my speculation based on math, not a guarantee. That's moving from spare change territory to life-changing territory. The kind of run that only comes when you catch the right trend at the right time. And if you don't have Coinbase account yet, where you can buy Flare and XRP, right now they're giving $30 in Bitcoin away after you trade $100 if you're not already a member. So click the link below, my affiliate link, to sign up to get that $30 of BTC. Google that and see how much $30 in BTC could be worth if Bitcoin possibly hits 1 million or even $10 million a coin. Links in the description. Get it while still on the table. Wake up, hold smart, do your own research, and let's get those gains, crypto fam. Follow for more information.